Okay, Mark is continuing to read the book, God Does Not Love Everyone, but He Does Love His Elect from Everlasting to Everlasting. He's beginning chapter 14 today. It's entitled Jeremiah Shows Electing Love, and it's not that long of a chapter, so I'm going to have him just read through the whole chapter 14 today. Chapter 14, Jeremiah shows electing love. What does the prophet Jeremiah have to say about God and His nature and His attributes? Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations, and they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee, for I am with thee, saith the Lord, to deliver thee. Jeremiah 1:4-5:19. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly in the Lord our God is the salvation of Israel. Jeremiah 3:23. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means, and my people love to have it so. What will ye do in the end thereof? Jeremiah 5:31. Rebate silver shall men call them, because the Lord hath rejected them. Jeremiah 6:30. The prophet Jeremiah distinctly mirrors the proclamation of the prophet Isaiah, naming that God has his chosen and called out people that He was known. For they were born, and those whom He has rejected and has no eternal love for. However, in chapters 7-8, the prophet is proclaiming the judgment of God upon the backslidings of His people for returning from Him, worshiping and giving their praise to false gods and idolatry. But in chapter 9, the prophet says, Thus saith the Lord, Let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth, for in these things I delight, saith the Lord. Jeremiah 9:23-24. In the 10th chapter of Jeremiah, we find the prophet showing again the clear distinction between those who God has loved and everlasting love, and all other people on the earth. The Lord is a true God. He is a loving God and everlasting King, and His wrath, the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide His indignation. Thus shall you say unto them, The gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. He hath made the earth by His power, He hath established the world by His wisdom, and hath stretched out the heavens by His discretion. When He uttereth His voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and He causeth the vapors to descend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of His treasures. Every man is brutish in his knowledge, every founder is confounded by the graven image, for his molten image is falsehood. There is no breath in them, their vanity and the work of errors. The time of their visitation they shall perish. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. Israel is the rod of his inheritance, the Lord of hosts is his name. Jeremiah 10:10-16. Prophet Jeremiah is also the writer of the book of Lamentations. He laments for God's people, but still gives some wonderful news in the 13th chapter of Lamentations, stating, This I recall to mind, therefore have I hope. It is the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because His compassions fail not. They're new every morning, great is Thy faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, saith my soul, therefore will I hope in Him. The Lord is good unto them that wait for Him. The soul that seeketh Him is good, that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord. Lamentations 3:21-26. Because Jeremiah's mission was to warn God's people of the impending judgment of God to them, because their backsliding is just further evidence that He loved them. Not all Judah and not all the Israelites were God's elect, but He did have a remnant unto election and grace. Because of His chastising them was the evidence that they were not bastards. Hebrews 12:8 But if you be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are you bastards and not sons? Next time, chapter 15 will show the distinction. God does not love us, but loving like the love next one.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we will continue in chapter 15. If we're still on the face of the earth.